everyone, Haley here, and you are listening to an NC Cutting Edge Counseling production. NCCEC is a trauma therapy practice based in North Carolina. Learn more at nccec.com. That's nccec.com. Content warnings and where to find us will be found in the episode descriptions. Get in, loser. Let's do a fucking show.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
To
tone, brother. Tone.
Dragging these nuts.
Dragging the
cross your chin.
I'll always start with an idea for a segue, and then somebody will say something that ruins the segue.
Yep. Somebody is a really loose term for me.
Yeah.
It's not always
it's not
you.
Always
it's not always you.
But
I just
it's like
did it.
95% of the time you.
Yeah, it is often you, but not always you.
Occasionally it's me and Derek.
So you're telling me I'm the square hole?
And occasionally Haley will just steal my segue and do it better.
That is
yeah,
true.
that happens.
Well, I'm not going to say.
Speaking of stealing your segue, welcome to Mindscapes and Magic, everybody.
We're kicking him off the podcast again.
Hey, my intro is the same every time. I don't have to change shit about it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Mindscapes and Magic. My name is Casey Gibson, he, him pronouns, and I'm still the dungeon master of our magical misadventures. I'm joined, as always, by our beautiful cohort of people.
Hi, everybody. Haley Ronstadt, she, they pronouns. I'm the therapist on the podcast, playing Eldon or Elle, he, they pronouns. Elle is Dimitri from Anastasia Hot. And a half-elf witch bard who is cautiously connecting again.
I love how you started giving us context for who the people are.
Well, that was for the characters. I give context for
This
actors.
wasn't the whole actor. It was just that character.
Yes.
Well, I think we should.
Because
keep that trend,
John Cusack can get it, but like,
Okay, all right. I'll start doing the actor name featured in.
featured in,
Yeah.
Best known for.
There you go. That'll help me and Casey and honestly all of us at one point or another.
no, it's even funnier when you do that and we still don't know and we have to Google. Oh,
Yeah. I am Jason Wide, he, him pronouns, and I will be bringing to life Zelda Cadmos, she, her, an anxious, antisocial ex-librarian who is renewed in her quest to kill her uncle.
Which that word is one more time?
No.
avuncular side.
Still hate it. Still hate it.
My name is Derek Rogers. I'm playing Kadima Thorne. We both share he, him pronouns. Kadima is a big old nasty spy boy on the boat. Who is reporting back every single thing that everybody on the boat does.
I'm so glad it's finally out there. Big old spy boy nasty man.
Welcome to Boatgate 2024.
And Kadima is the number 8 hot.
Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting. Sideways 8 or straight up and down?
However sideways 8 is an
That's an
infinity.
Yeah.
sign.
Are you infinitely hot or not?
Depends on who you ask.
That's, yeah.
Eldon would probably say yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. I'm Christian Snyder. I'm playing Alexander
It's the
Mish
quietest you've been.
Kamien,
It's the quietest you've been.
the raucous rapscallion with a heart of gold.
I love you, but I hate you so much.
You're so mean.
Well, speaking of love and hate,
That's a good segue.
that's good when you point it out.
Beat me to it.
Last episode, we finally got a little team building with everybody in the party. Zelda tried out her Misty Step and appeared on the deck of the boat, and you guys had a nice little training session that was very cute and nice. Until Mish and Zelda did what Mish and Zelda do and started butting heads. This butting of heads was followed up by a massive green dragon alighting onto your ship, wanting to speak to you guys.
Terrifying.
You guys went and talked with this lovely dragon named Nivas and found out that they are allied with a group of people called the Varia who, kind of like you, but have the mission in mind of taking down the coalition and, by proxy, the gods.
Kind of like us, but with a mission.
Kind of like you guys, but with a clear goal.
with a collective clear goal.
Yes.
We all have goals. So.
Yeah. You all talked with her, told her of your story and what you all went through, and she was quite impressed with all of you and proceeded to answer any of your questions that you may have had. And then we ended with a nice little private conversation between her and Kadima about what his arm is and what it means for him and what his future may hold. And left on offering him, not really offering, telling him that he needs to make a choice sooner rather than later.
Ooh.
And we pick up with her exiting the cabin, just kind of sways, glides gracefully across the deck of the ship, leaving the door open with Kadima behind her. Well, this has been so much fun. I'll leave you all to the rest of your journey. Safe travels. And, who knows, maybe I'll see you again one day. Do your best to stay alive till then. I really do enjoy all of you.
We'll try.
And she'll just walk up to the edge of this ship, get up on the, banister, and just fall off, and then there's just this huge displacement of air that rocks the ship as this massive dragon just shoots straight up into the sky, spreads their wings, and just soars off into the horizon.
She is magnificent and terrifying.
What would you all like to do?
I think I exit the captain's quarters and head to the back of the boat and just go and kind of rest up against the railing.
Eldon's gonna go back there. Hey. Do you want to be alone or?
Maybe just for a little bit. After dinner tonight, if you guys want to talk, I got some stuff I feel like you guys should know.
Okay. And Eldon's gonna leave. Give you space.
Anybody else?
Zelda's still on starboard side now that the excitement is over. Kind of back to staring off at the forest, trying to see if she can pick out any piece of Aeonis. It's just way too far, too. But, just trying to see if she can see that city.
Trying to stare just through the trees to where you know that your former home was.
Once Eldon starts walking back out from behind the back in the butt of the guy, is he good?
Yeah, he just wants some space.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants some space.
Yeah, remember what we talked about with boundaries and consent, Gross?
I remember. Give people space when they ask for space. Don't crawl in people's leaves and twigs. Consent is important.
Great. You're learning so much.
A+.
Yeah. And also up on the deck of the ship, Rosemary is there just kind of staring at where the dragon left off. Yo, so I'm green and she's green. And that's my cousin, right?
Through the transitive property, that makes sense to me.
And she didn't even say hello.
Oh,
Rude.
sorry that she didn't say hello.
Hey, look, next time I see her, I'm going to do what that Kadima guy taught me. Right in the face.
Oh, no. No.
Pow, right in the kisser.
No, Rosemary, she is powerful beyond belief. And
So am I.
You have a 10 HP, remember?
Oh, yeah, but hey, it's fine. She's got to hit first. I got 9 AC. She'll never hit that. And,
I attempt to hit it.
did you miss?
No.
So you're punching him.
Yeah. I'm like, ow!
Hey, yo, why'd you do that?
Just to see how hard it is to hit you.
Roll your damage.
Don't do that.
You hit him.
He can rest. It's fine.
He only has 10 HP.
I'm not going to do 10 damage. Oh.
I did do 8.
Oh my god, dude!
But I'm like, but the thing is, like, I assume I'm
Wait,
gonna take.
you roll your unarmed strikes? It's not just flat damage.
No, any attack I make is a spell attack.
All of your attacks are? You chose to use a
You
weapon.
chose to use.
No,
your
I use
spell.
force weapon on all my attacks.
So you chose to
But
do
you
that.
chose
Yeah,
to
You
do
could
it.
just unarmed strike.
No. My unarmed strike would be -2.
Yeah, you could have done that.
No, I would have missed.
Okay. You are consciously making the decision.
me using my inspiration to punch Mish in the face as Malik. Same energy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck, man?
So I've been really bad at hitting things. That thing can hit really easily.
Mish,
If I can hit you,
don't put your
dragons
hand up.
can hit you.
What? What?
Might not
You-
be the smartest thing to punch.
I feel
Rosemary-
like you could have just told me that.
Nah. You feel like you seem like a visual learner.
That wasn't visual. That was physical. I know that. I've only been alive for a week.
I'm gonna shove you.
Oh,
And I double over.
Yeah, thanks. Handle my light work, and Rosemary walks away.
Rosemary is kind of a problem.
Ow. His branches are tough.
Rosemary was literally just born, just awakened. That a couple days ago. Like
You punched a baby.
you punched a baby. Gross is right.
I punched a baby.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous baby.
Some babies are dangerous.
I don't know a lot of babies, so
That's
like.
quote of the day.
But I mean, but by that definition, so is gross. So gross is a baby too. So I know 2 babies.
I'm dangerous.
You saw Gross attack.
I saw gross attack.
Kadima.
I definitely saw Kadima appear to be hurt.
Notoriously hard to hit. Gross. Hit me straight in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't hit. Use your words. Use your fucking words. You have a lot of them. Use them.
I'm gonna go find Rosemary and apologize.
Thank you.
You walk up. Rosemary is just sunning themselves up at the front of the ship.
I'm sorry, Rosemary. I didn't mean it to punch you. I could have made that same sentence make sense without punching you.
That was real fucked up, man.
It was.
But you know what? I'm gonna choose to be the bigger sentient plant here. I accept your apology.
Thank you so much for accepting my apology.
You're welcome.
I believe you're also the only sentient plant here.
Hey, who's to say? We just saw one of my cousins.
No. Okay, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna walk away. I can't engage.
We'll move away from there and proceed to the evening as you all kind of gather around various spots wherever you guys have been kind of eating dinner, whether it be in the kitchen or on the deck of the ship.
I think I'd probably gather you guys because I'm assuming like the crew eats in like a dining area.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah. So, hey, Mish, Eldon, Zelda, Gross,
Does Zelda come?
Rosemary.
I thought you had more. Yes,
No. He did, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
you're
but,
good.
it felt like a valid question. Does Zelda come?
after today, I was going to say this, she actually does eat with everybody tonight. But she brings a bottle of something that she found with her.
Oh God.
Triple X grog.
So I'll call
The bottom of the barrel now.
everybody over, like Rosemary and Gross included. Hey, do you guys mind joining me out on the front
Yeah.
Sure.
for a bit?
Of course. Yeah.
Sure.
So once we get out there, so does the name Thorn mean anything to any of you?
Can I roll a history check?
Roll me some history check.
That's a 24.
9.
9.
26.
I don't like saying it, but again, everyone but Eldon.
Wait a second.
And Rosemary and Gross.
They have
also don't know.
intelligence.
What?
They have intelligence.
But they don't have a history. Yeah, no. So everyone but Eldon and Eldon's menagerie of companions. What you know is that there is a pretty affluent family in Avorest with the last name Thorn. Yeah, you guys would know that the assembly member in Avorest is Eleanor Thorn, and that the general of the military is Anatoly Thorn.
Like related to the assembly member Thorn?
What?
Yeah, that's my last name.
Like so high up you could have cleared our names, Thorn?
I'm not.
So like what's your relation to these people?
The general is my father, and the assembly member is my grandfather.
Zelda's immediately on guard.
So there's like zero pull? You had like zero pull. So why are you
That is my family structure. That is not my organizational structure. Just because my family works there does not mean I can just do whatever.
The assembly is coming after us. Why are you here?
My thoughts exactly.
She's like super on guard and has no spells.
I was with Seraphina, and so we were hired by her to come and aid in that, to help out in that battle. And then whenever Malik did what him and Abyssia did, he got all of us out.
So were you like on was your troop like on standby to be like quick shock trooped?
What do you mean?
Because the turnaround time it's an unknown time frame of I don't know how long they were on to Nori or stuff like that, but it felt like it was big magic instantly sent. That's what it felt like. So like were you like on as a retainer, or were you on?
I mean, from what I'd been given, Seraphina had been kind of skeptical of Nori for a while. And like we generally aren't on like retainer for anything, but we got hired on. We knew that something was going to be going on. There was some inkling there was a big thing happening. So when we got there was kind of when everything was going to shit, and Malik and Abyssia did their thing. Me and the rest of my troop were transported with you guys to wherever we ended up at. I received instructions after waking up that whatever that thing was that was in Nori, we needed to. You guys have intel on that. We don't have intel on that. I now have had an experience with it and have kind of been placed in this position of just finding out more for us to know what we're getting into, us being Alpharest.
Oh, so you definitely can't come with us to go meet the people who are anti-government, right? Anti-gods, right? Like,
I'm not for the gods.
Yes, but you do work for the people that are trying to kill us.
Doing work for and my beliefs are not two of the same thing.
I don't know if they're trying to kill us.
There are bounties from them. They are trying to kill us.
So what do we do now?
When I was in the room earlier, I was told that sooner rather than later, I'm going to be having to make a choice on which side I'm for. And
why?
You see the predicament I'm in, right? I'm with you guys now. But also...
Which is why I stated previously that there's no way you can come with us to meet the people who are anti-correct, because that puts you in a predicament where you are forced to make a decision early. Am I wrong?
And maybe I just sit out for that. But I don't know.
But wouldn't if anyone makes contact with you, wouldn't they be mad if you didn't get that information? Wouldn't you get in trouble? Also, why are you telling us now?
In light of learning about what happened to my arm.
What'd you learn about your arm?
Let him finish.
Sorry.
Apparently I can siphon God power.
That's actionable.
I don't know how.
But that's definitely got to do something, right? That's
Mish. Let him finish.
sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to let you guys know because you guys are the ones with bounties on your heads. I wanted to make sure you had all the information going forward to do what you need to do.
So, you're shelving the other very important portion of my thoughts over here. Again, telling us now doesn't change anything unless you already picked a side. Because if you haven't picked a side, you could say whatever you wanted. Like, it doesn't matter. And even if you had picked a side, again, it doesn't matter because you could say whatever you want.
I think I have, just purely based on the experience that we all had a month ago.
How do we know you're not going to turn us in? How can we trust that?
Yeah, I mean, more than
I
we
had
can.
plenty of time to do that if I wanted to. Did I not?
That's true.
Yeah, at least 2 weeks in city.
And the last however long we've been on this boat.
We've been on the ocean or on the river. There's not really anywhere to turn us into. You've been trying to get information. You said it yourself.
I have resources out the ass to get you guys wherever I needed to if I wanted to.
But how do we know?
Are you forgetting the part where my dad is the general grandfather assembly member?
How do we know when you have the information that you need, that they need, that we will not be cast aside, thrown in jail, beheaded, whatever they decide to do to us?
Because if everything that I've seen in the last month has pointed me in any kind of direction, you three are the key to stopping what has been going on for thousands of years.
We are not that.
You guys are the only ones with information about what happened.
Not anymore. We've spread that now.
We're the only ones with the first-hand account.
That maybe.
Information, as it's spread, it changes.
Also, we told that information. Also, all the people who also made it out still have that information too. So, like,
We are expendable.
I mean, by the same vein that everyone is expendable.
Yeah.
So that math doesn't change
The people
regardless
from
of the person.
Avalrest that I was with that got transported out of there, they're not like a lot of the rest of the military. My father has an iron fist and leads with cruelty and fear. These guys aren't like that. I've trained these guys.
I don't think that matters.
It does in the sense that
I don't think it matters who made it out. Is that the story is the same. Is that there's these two entities and they fought and one beat the other, and then an avatar of a god, a champion of a god, showed up and got everyone out. What happened afterwards, we don't know because we weren't there because we were taken out of it. But
I will chime in and say that they know that, but they don't know anything about Nyx.
Yes.
They don't know anything about, like, all they know is, like, oh, shit went real sideways. So.
And now only 3 people know about Nyx and all that other stuff.
Yeah, Seraphina's dead.
Nori is
No.
compromised.
Seraphina didn't know about Nyx.
Well, yeah, kind of.
The 3 people that know about Nyx are our wonderful new dragon friend who will never betray us ever, Isadora and
Oh,
Berlise.
you trust the dragon?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the 3 of us.
No,
three
no,
other
no,
people.
3 other
Yes,
people.
Yes. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because the people that got out, when they go back to Alvarest and have gone back to Alvarest, they're not going to talk.
Do you have means of talking to them?
I've been reporting back for the last month.
To them?
I've been reporting back to the general.
No, I was talking about your guys. Have you been able to check in on them?
No, but they we get sent out on missions, and like I said, my father, he's a pretty nasty guy. We try to help as much as we can when we're on a mission. And if we're caught doing anything outside of what the mission details are, it is punishments. And these guys, whatever punishments there are, we try to do the right thing.
I mean, you did the mission. The mission was to accompany Seraphina to this location and assist in any way possible, and you did, right? So the mission's over? Mainly because Seraphina's dead and you can't assist her anymore?
For them, yes.
Then, so they're good. They're scot-free, but you've been reporting back to your dad and he hasn't ordered you back?
Nope. My mission is to gather intel about the scale of chaos.
About the scale or about us?
The scale?
Then your mission is to get into this meeting, by definition.
But
Or are
what
you
my
going
mission,
to go off mission?
What my mission is does not define who I am as a person, nor what I am doing.
That is true. But I'm asking, are you going off mission here? Mainly because I think I have to ask that. Because otherwise,
I think it's a little harder than that. It's not on or off. But I do think that at some point, it will be found out that, like, if I am going along with you guys and going against Avalrest, the best thing to do is to keep that close to my chest. Because following you guys is a direct opposition to the coalition, to the assembly, to everything that Avalrest is built on. So there's a lot on the line for me.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why I'm asking you, are you sure you want to do that? I understand that you try your best to do the right thing, but the right thing is A, subjective, and B, the right thing in this moment to you could be turning us in as soon as we make port.
That's what I'm worried about.
I could care less what the right thing for me is. I am worried about what the right thing is for all of Velastia for the next, because we don't know if we're going to make it through a destination. It's coming up.
Oh, yeah. Which means I got to get strong enough to punch a god within the next 40 plus weeks. And again, getting us sidetracked. Do you think it's wise to go with us into this meeting? Do you think you'll be able to not report what you learn?
I'm pretty confident that I can report back things that are need to know and not need to know. Like keeping the scent off of what I'm doing.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of wild that you waited until the last possible moment to tell us this.
Yeah, let me go ahead and tell you this 2 weeks into knowing you.
I mean, we were on a boat. We weren't going anywhere. We would have had a lot of time to talk about it and communicate instead of looks over the edge at the city that's approaching. It's kind of late.
He doesn't owe us anything.
I understand that, but then why tell us now?
Would you rather I don't tell you?
I don't know.
A lot of the reason for telling you now is I was just told by
Dragon.
a dragon
Yeah,
that I need
yeah.
to pick a side.
Yeah.
So that kind of expedites.
It does. You know,
Yeah.
I read it in some really cool spy thrillers, like the game is as it is of just spycraft.
Point, Mish?
Yep.
What's the point here?
I don't know, man. I'm floundering here.
I think I broke him.
So, have you picked? So you saying you picked a side? Is that what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you saying mayhaps, maybe, that if we get into this meeting and it goes against your liking, we might have to kill you?
No. What I'm
Okay,
saying
good,
is
good. That would suck.
The finer details of what picking a side means is what I'm still working through.
So, no, you have not picked a side.
No, what I'm saying is picking a side means there is a lot of hoops to jump through to make sure that it doesn't immediately fire back at me.
How much do you want the people we're meeting to know? Because they might deserve some information. Like, we're walking in with a 1 degree removed from an assembly member who may or may not be directly reporting back to them.
And that's what I was meaning by holding cards close to the chest.
We can't tell them.
Yeah, I know that. But
if we
didn't
don't,
the dragon say they have means of figuring that information out?
yes, if we don't tell them and they find out later, then we're all
That looks bad.
In a couple months, we're all fucked anyway.
What? Potentially fucked. Semantics.
We shouldn't let that drive our decisions for now.
Well, and who's to say that they, and I look up to the sky, don't have any kind of vendetta towards us? You know, I know it's, from what I've heard and read, it's kind of a random thing, but who's to say that the 4 of us aren't just taken care of right away?
I mean, poof.
We don't know.
So
Oh well. You know what? I'm for you coming with us.
I would rather
Mainly because you can punch real good and potentially punch a god. That is legitimately my only goal.
Your end goal, yes.
Actionable information.
I see. I wanted Mish to be in the room with me when the dragon was telling me that I could punch a god, because that honestly probably would have helped my case a lot more if somebody else was in that room.
I would have popped off.
Look, I
Probably would have gotten even more upset about the spy stuff, though.
I'm being as truthful and honest about all of this as I can be with you guys. That's
You know, I have to report this too.
And that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's why I wanted to tell you guys. I want you guys to have as much time before we go into this to make whatever decisions you need to make about this information.
Will Isadora tell her contacts connected to the meeting?
Probably.
That's a possibility.
Maybe we don't tell her.
The larger possibility is that she could be good at threat assessment for that. And it likely is going to ask, well, do you trust him? And I'll be like, well, mostly I do trust him. He hasn't done anything to be untrustworthy. And so, well, then she'll say, well, there you go. There you have it. Then he's trustworthy. So I think at some point it's just to confirm my own suspicions on the matter.
Well, if you're pretty sure that she's going to say that he's trustworthy based on your assessment, what do you need her for? She told you you have all you need, right?
All that's left is to learn. She knows. Also, maybe she has more information on Cool Dragon Lady. I don't know. It's just, it might be the smartest thing to do, and not using a resource seems foolish.
I'm done telling people what to do, so I think everybody just needs to do what they feel is best.
I've told you guys all this. I'm trusting you guys to not put a knife in my back while I sleep.
I don't have knives.
That's okay. But yeah, thanks for hearing me out, and yeah, I'll be up here in the morning training and I'll turn around. I don't really know. I'm like, I don't know how to end this conversation. I'll just walk back to my area. I'm gonna set up my hammock on the back side of the boat this time.
Anybody else have anything they want to do before the night concludes?
No.
I'm going to just sit at the bow with Nue and just thinking back and forth between us. All I have to do is learn. She might have more information, but is me going to her every time I have a problem not learning and growing myself? But like, we're walking into a room full of unknown power with very limited information and a very honest spy. Spy is such a mean term for it. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna sleep on it. See if my feelings change in the morning. You coming?
That's cute.
Eldon.
Yeah, I think Eldon can't sleep. So this might be like even later in the night and is wandering around on deck. Gross.
Yeah.
You heard all that.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it, but, I don't know. It felt real tense.
I did. You think I should check on Kima? I don't know if he's asleep or not.
I'm still learning a lot of these things, but I've noticed that when people's feelings look like they're hurt, you usually go check on them.
I do.
And his feelings looked like they were a little hurt.
Maybe you should go back down to bed. It's getting late.
I wasn't going to say it, but I'm really tired, so I'm glad you said it.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean it. You can go to sleep whenever you want. You don't have
I can
to.
send you back to the Pokeball.
I don't know.
You don't have to wait for me to go to bed.
But I wanted to. All right, good night.
Good night.
Scuttle.
Scuttle away.
So I'm going to walk back to the weird little setup area that you've made.
Yeah, I've used like a part of my rope that I have in my back that I've like extended the hammock to like fit across the length of the width of the ship.
Love it.
And I'm just kind of like swinging back and forth, just staring up at the night sky.
Hey,
Hey,
can't sleep?
usually I can, but yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. It seemed like really intense day for you.
More than I thought. But there was always a part of me that knew that I was going to have to tell you guys. Because it's better if you hear it from me than finding out later.
Yeah.
And also now kind of, being with you guys and hearing your guys' story, it's putting a lot of other things into perspective. And I don't know, I never really felt much like pride for, my homeland or anything like that. So yeah, it's just this is just now, it's less of a choice that I'm making and more so just solidifying what I've already been feeling.
Yeah.
And I think Zelda and I have a little bit more in common now than I thought before. Although we don't have to go kill my dad.
Yeah, I've wanted to kill not really my dad, the person who was supposed to be.
Yeah, we could just have like the world tour of killing family members.
I mean, that's one way to go.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think revenge is never fulfills what you think it will.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any way to tell Zelda that.
No. I tried. I've seen revenge and the desire for revenge consume people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for her, but
also not our choice to make.
no. I just wanted to also say I appreciate you telling us everything, and I bet that was really hard to come to that conversation.
Yeah, a little bit. I am surprised that it was as smooth as it was. I was half expecting to get hit by ice the second I brought anything up.
Yeah.
So I've seen, I guess you could call us a party, but I've seen like people hit for less.
Yeah. Yeah, Mish hit Rosemary today.
Whoa. Not cool.
No.
What for?
Rosemary, it's a long story. Rosemary wanted to punch the dragon, and Mish thought that punching them would show them that they can't fight a dragon instead of just telling them. It was a lot.
Yeah. I mean, did he at least went and apologized,
Yeah,
right?
he did,
Yeah,
he
okay,
did.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this takes us.
I don't either.
But I appreciate you coming and checking on me.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the person I want to be.
That's all we can do.
Who do you want to be?
I just want to be better than I was yesterday and the day before. Tomorrow I want to be better than I am today. Who do you want to be?
I want to be someone that my sister would have been proud of.
Well, just from the short time knowing you, I think your sister would already be proud of you.
I don't think she would have been very proud of the way I acted the first couple weeks on the ship.
That's grief. It's from what Mish said earlier today, it's been a long 3 weeks for you guys.
That's an understatement. Yeah.
So I think, one outburst does not make who you are.
Well, an outburst and being unable to help protect the people I care about. Almost losing someone's life.
But we didn't.
Because of you.
that's. I was kind of hoping that they would see that as like that's what I was meaning with, doing what I can to make sure everybody stays safe. I don't know. It's up to them to decide how they want to take all that. And if we land in Bredon and they want me to go my separate way, that'll be that. And maybe I could, maybe I can dismantle things from my end. But I don't know, we'll see how they're feeling in the morning.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I agree with kind of your goal around this, doing what's best for all of Velostia and just trying to be better each day.
And I think Kadima, like the whole time, has just been like sitting in the hammock, just like still just like staring up into the sky. And there's a small smile that comes across his face. And he just looks over at you and just says like, "Yeah, well, hopefully you can get some sleep tonight as well. I'm gonna try and rest because I told Zelda I'd let her try whatever magic stuff she had on me tomorrow morning too.
Yeah,
so.
I did too. I totally forgot about that.
And then I just told her that I work for the enemy.
Wow.
So I'm gonna try and rest. And
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, Eldon.
Night, Kadima.
And we move away from there. And Eldon, it's been several weeks since you last had a vision.
Oh no.
Maybe it was the stress. Maybe it was the alcohol. But something today, as you go to lay down and you find some rest, your dreams are plagued with just restlessness and nightmares. A lot of them ethereal and just like you grasp at something and it's not there. But one of them sticks. You're walking through the cavern where everything went down. You see the body of Nori, the body of Seraphina. For a moment you feel elated. You guys won. And you turn your head and you see the bodies of Mish and Zelda. You walk up to a body, you walk up to their bodies, and you hear just the sound of metal on stone to your side. You whip around, you see Malik standing there. He's wearing this set of plate mail that looks like a lake reflecting the night sky. His eyes are black. You can see blood dripping from his mouth, and opens his mouth.
Why would you let her take me? Why'd you let her take me?
At that moment, you feel a hand grasp your shoulder from behind, and you see Thilda standing there, her eyes burnt out, black holes.
Why'd you let me die?
They fade away into shadow and smoke. And you look down all the bodies that were arranged in this place, or placed. They look like Arya. You hear the whispers of her voice. Why, Eldon, why? Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you take us out? Why couldn't you show me the world? And those whispers just overtake you and surround you, and they're all encompassing. And they start to fade into the background, and you hear one voice clear, like the sound of a ringing bell. You and those around you, and those that come after you, will suffer under the weight and the curse of what your forefathers have done. You look down, and suddenly you're standing knee-deep in sand, and you look out, and you see a version of yourself grinning ear to ear and holding up a mirror, showing you yourself in this cracked hourglass as the sand just tumbles down around you, filling up the space where you are and slowly enveloping you before you wake up. And that's where we'll end our session.
What?
Holy shit.
Dude.
Fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
I thought we were making it to Breton this time. Holy shit.
I am not okay. If you want to hear more about how we and our characters are feeling, check out What's in the Box, where we decompress from the events of the episode. This has been an NCCEC production. Now that the episode is done and you're saying to yourself, man, I love this Casey Gibson and his NPCs, then you're in luck. You can experience the magic of Casey Gibson for yourself because he offers virtual and in-person therapeutic gaming groups. So if you're in the Raleigh area, or from the comfort of your own home, head over to nccec.com to sign up for any of his groups that feel right for you. Check out his Instagram at gamemaster.casey for more information. We'll see you next time.